Hi there. Today I want to talk to you about why I want to be a pathologist. I've said it in a previous video that I kind of stumbled into pathology while I was at my vet tech program, but I want to go more in depth as to why pathology is just, why I wanted to do pathology. Uh, the bread and butter of my reasoning, I guess. So I'll come out and say, as far as vet medicine field goes, the field of pathology probably is very low on people interaction. And this is going to come as a surprise, I guess, for most people, is that when you're a vet, you work a lot with people. A lot of your interaction are with clients. So even though a lot of people who go into vet field love animals and that's why they want to do that, and they say, oh, I don't like people, I like animals better. Surprisingly, you do a lot of work with people. You're in a field where you're selling your expertise and you're a professional, you know definitely in the health sector for animals, but there's surprisingly a lot of human health as well involved. And communication skills and people skills involved in doing veterinary work. So if this comes as a surprise to you and you were interested in going to vet medicine, maybe look more into it because that aspect may not be something for you. That being said, pathology of all the of all the veterinary fields is quite low on people interaction. You definitely have to interact with your fellow vets who sent you cases, but interacting with small animal clients is practically nil, and large animal clients is unlikely. You might still once in a while, but it's unlikely. That's just a bonus to me, though. I don't mind talking to people. I'm not completely antisocial, but it is for me. Diagnostics in general is interesting to me because even though there is some interaction with people, it's a minimum. Your focus is a lot more on the task at hand and the samples that you've been sent. Um, and last summer I actually it helped me learn how to tolerate even like people. But that's a story for another time. I actually have a story about last summer and how it helped me um, get to like people better and have better communication skills and stuff like that. So let's get right into like the real reasons why I want to be a pathologist, is because I love to understand how things work. Um, Understanding the cause of disease and the cause of death, to be able to find the answers and to diagnose an animal, it's huge for me. Um, when I came out and said, I wanted to do pathology, family and friends didn't necessarily know exactly what pathology was, but once I explained to them what it entailed, no one was surprised. Because as a kid, I loved puzzles. I couldn't get enough of it. I would spend days just doing puzzles and listening to music, and I loved solving things. You know, any kind of game or anything like that where I had to deduce things. I really, really enjoyed it. I watched and read a lot of investigative stories and just always wanted to get to the bottom of things. And I thrive on finding clues, putting things together to come up with the big picture. And trust me, if I had gone into human medicine, if I actually wanted to, spend those 4 to 6 years dealing with humans, um, human medicine and human bodies kind of disgust me. So it would have been very difficult for me to get through it. But if I had decided to go into human medicine, I still would have ended up being a pathologist, which I guess just proves to me how much that particular field is really my passion, and it's a good thing that I'm going into that. And like I said, it just so happens that I prefer animals over humans, so that's why I went this way. So anyway, this is why I'm going to pathology. In a future video, I will touch upon the experience I had working in the wildlife pathology field last summer. I already mentioned it, but I'm definitely going to talk more about my experiences and the cases as well. Not going to go too much in detail about the cases and pertinent and private information, but I will talk about certain diseases that I saw in wildlife for sure. Um, I'll also discuss the pros and cons of the pathology career, which is, in my opinion, so it might seem odd to some people because something that I see as a pro probably will maybe, you know, boggle the mind of other people. But I'm definitely going to make a video about that. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. See ya.